So, hi everyone. I'm Kimberly Morgan. I'm a psychiatric nurse practitioner in New York, and I'm talking with Dr. Hobbs today. She is an internal medicine doctor in Seattle and a health and fitness mentor for busy working moms. So, I found you on Instagram. I love your site. And I'm just wondering, how did you get into this health and fitness mentoring? And what is it exactly that you do?
Yeah, I know. I get that question a lot. So, what happened was I was actually looking for trying to get my own health and fitness under control as a busy doctor. I was like taking care of everybody else, but not myself.
Mhm.
And I had also struggled with my, weight for a long time. And so I basically found a way that I could, exercise and work out at home in shorter amounts of time. Because previously I'd been trying like running marathons and all this stuff that wasn't working. And so I found a system that worked for me. I found a really great accountability group and support from my own fitness mentor. And I got really great results. I lost like 30 pounds in a few months, and everyone was like, what are you doing? And how are you fitting this into your life? And then because I was so passionate and really loving the fitness community that I had become a part of, I kind of fell into helping other people and mentoring other people, because once you find something really great, you always want to share it and help other people kind of get that feeling too.
Right.
So yeah, that's kind of how I got into it.
Okay. So doing all this, what do you think is your number one piece of advice for moms who want to get in shape, but really feel like they're strapped, they're working moms, they're working full time, they're, taking care of their kids when they come home, they're eating scraps of chicken nuggets and macaroni and cheese and just having this really unhealthy lifestyle because they just really feel like they can't fit it in. What do you tell people? How do you get them to exercise, and where do they fit that in?
Yeah, well, it's always hard to boil it down to one thing. I think the biggest thing though is that it is recognizing that like you have to start, like it's the start that stops most people, right? So you're sitting on the couch and like that thought of getting up and cooking that healthy meal or going to the grocery store or doing that workout is like so overwhelming. But usually once you start, it's a lot easier. And once you see yourself making a healthy choice, like you gain confidence, like, okay, like I do healthy things, right?
Right.
And so one of my biggest tips is just start something. And I always work with people because everyone's a little bit different. Usually nutrition is easier to start than the workouts, but it depends. But I always tell people like, just get up and do it and tell yourself, I only need to do this one little thing or this 5 minutes of my workout. Because if you overwhelm yourself trying to do everything, that's when you get this, like, I don't have time, and you just shut down.
Right.
That's the biggest thing is just pick one change and make that change and prove to yourself that you can do that.
Right. So which one thing would you tell moms to do, for instance?
Yeah,
I know your website, actually, I've seen you do workouts in front of your kids while they're doing something in the background.
Yeah.
So you're really good at multitasking.
Yeah. Well, and I think it depends a little bit on, like I said, it really depends so much on the person because, honestly, if your goal is, let's say, to lose weight, the biggest bang for your buck is going to be in your nutrition.
Right.
And so the biggest thing I would say at that point is to actually make a meal plan for the week and buy healthy groceries, right? Because and set aside, say to your spouse or whatever, like, I need you to watch the kids on Sunday for a couple hours so that I can, make some healthy food for the week. So I'm not,
right.
Calling you on the way home from work and we're deciding what takeout to order that night, right? Because that's really fall apart. So that would be my big thing would be like figure out a nutrition plan for the week and actually prep your food. But let's say that really for you, it's more about you want to have energy and focus and strength and you want to like get moving. Then I would say choose a workout program. I recommend doing them at home. So it's super easy, like you said.
Right.
And then just tell yourself, I'm going to do 5 minutes, and then if I don't want to do it after 5 minutes, I can stop. Because once you get started, that 5 minutes, you'll feel
right.
Right.
So one of the other things I'm reading about a lot is that from the positive psychology research is that if you have friends who are exercising, you're more apt to exercise. What if you don't have that core friend group and you kind of fall off the wagon? How do you get people to keep that motivation going?
Yeah, it's really hard, especially if you have friends that, do a lot of like going out for happy hours or making, it's like, they don't want to work out. They want to go, drink, more, you know, it's hard to make, I mean, I love my wine, but it's hard to make smart food choices if you've had a few glasses of wine. So I think one of the things that's really cool is that we do have social media now, right? So you can literally, you know, create a fit family on social media, which is a lot of what I do. Is I have women in these challenge groups or accountability groups where we check in every day with our pictures, our recipes, our support, our motivation. And that to me was huge when I first started, because I was in the hospital and there was like pizza for lunch and there was you know, all this stuff. But
there's always birthday parties and
yeah, there's always, the nurses are great, but they're like always bringing all this food. And so what really helped me was I was like, you know, I had in my head, like, I have this goal. And then all day long, like on my Facebook or wherever, I was like seeing posts from my fit family in my group. And so it felt like I was surrounded by healthy choices, even though physically, like, they even weren't right around me. So honestly, that for me was huge. And then you could even write in and say, oh my gosh, like, I was so good today. Like, I stuck to my healthy food, you know, even though there was pizza in the lunchroom. And you have this group of people that's like, that was a great decision, even if the people around you maybe don't always get it.
Right, right. And so if someone wanted to, I mean, I guess people can form their own groups on Facebook and whatever, but you also have a group, right, on your Instagram, and people can join there.
Yeah. Well, it's great now because so many people are on, there's different ways that people do it. You know, like people use Instagram and they use hashtags with their fitness communities and things like that, which is really cool. And then a lot of us do groups on Facebook for those that are using Facebook. And then, like, for example, the group that I work with also has like a private app where people can check in and log their workouts. And so I pretty much run 2 private groups. And then of course there's the Insta stories, and like the whole community that comes from just seeing people working out every day on there is really powerful as well.
Okay, so people can come see you at Instagram at FitMomMD to get more information and join your group potentially if you'd like to. So it was great talking to you. You can see more about this on Dr. Hobbs' Instagram, FitMomMD. You can follow me on Twitter at Kimberly PsychNP, or on Instagram at Kimberly Morgan NP. Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Hobbs.
It's just so fun to chat with you. Thank you.
Thanks. Bye-bye.
Bye.